Good morning. Today is Sunday, February 4th. My name is Jillian Major, and I'm a Sunday school teacher here at First Congregational Church, United Church of Christ in Muskegon, Michigan. Each week, I'll be sharing a story and an affirmation from the Progressive Christianity curriculum, which First Congregational Church has purchased, but we do not own the copyrights to. This week's lesson is courage, and the affirmation is, I meet life's challenges with inner strength and courage. Our story is called Courageous Corey. He's so brave, Corey thought with an envious sigh. She was watching her older brother practice for a skateboard competition, and she could hardly believe her eyes when he flew up in the air and landed on the concrete ramp, all with a big grin on his face. Corey's brother had offered to teach her some skateboard tricks, but she had turned him down. She knew she wasn't brave enough to do anything so daring and scary. Corey was happy to see her cousin, Alexandra, running down the sidewalk toward her, waving and smiling. Alexandra was coming to Corey's piano recital, and they were going to get ice cream afterwards. Are you nervous about the recital? Alexandra asked, a bit out of breath from her run. I've been practicing every day, and I don't even have to look at the music anymore. And Mom took me over to the hall to practice on that piano too, so I don't think it will be too bad. At least I get some cookie dough ice cream after. Corey's calm answer impressed Alexandra, who had cried at her last piano recital. As they got in the car, Corey's mom explained that the piano teacher had called to tell them that the recital was moved because of some plumbing problem in the building. They were meeting the other students at a different place and everything was going to be fine, so Corey shouldn't worry. The new place was nothing like the hall where Corey had practiced. There was red carpet everywhere and the piano was set up on a high stage. The students had to walk up 6 steps to get there, and the piano was big, black, shiny, grand. Nothing like the warm wood upright she was used to. When the teacher called her name, her voice echoed in the huge room and Corey felt very small. But she held back the prickly tears that were behind her eyes and focused on the music. Later, at the ice cream parlor, Alexandra kept saying, wow, you didn't even mess up once. That stage was so huge and you didn't even act scared at all. Wow. Corey knew she had been really scared, but she just wanted to have ice cream and forget about it. So when her mom handed her the cone, she was dismayed to see 2 scoops of mint chocolate chip. Not the cookie dough flavor that she had been looking forward to. Her parents were talking and didn't notice Corey's problem with the ice cream. She didn't want to be whiny, but she really wanted cookie dough. The ice cream counter was so tall, Corey could just see the head of the clerk behind it. She walked over and stood there, hoping he would notice her, but feeling too shy to say anything. He looked down and smiled. Can I help you? He said kindly. I think there was a mistake because I got mint chocolate chip and it was supposed to be cookie dough. Could you change it, please? She spoke softly but politely. I'm sorry, my mistake. I'll get you cookie dough right away. The clerk made the scoops extra big and handed the cone to Corey. Alexandra was amazed. She had never spoken to a store clerk in her whole life. Wow, you're so brave, she said between licks of her orange sherbet. The girls were playing outside with Corey's kitten Sunshine later that afternoon. The kitten was still pretty small and a little scared of new things. Suddenly, a noisy truck went down the street and the kitten bolted into the closest hiding spot, through a hole under the stairs to the dark space under the front porch of the house. Corey was horrified and ran inside to get her mom. Her mom brought cat food and reassured the girls that the kitten would come out, but the kitten was really scared and didn't even come out for special tuna treats. Her mom crawled under the porch as Corey and Alexandra watched anxiously. Corey almost cried at the thought of Sunshine in that dark, spooky place. Her big brother didn't even go under the porch. He lost his favorite tennis ball under there once and refused to go find it. Her mom came out looking very dirty and discouraged. Sunshine is too scared to listen to me. I think she trusts only you, Corey. Corey didn't hesitate. She knew Sunshine needed her, so she crawled into the dark hole while her mom tried to shine a dim flashlight beam into the shadows. Sunshine, it's me, Corey called sweetly as she crawled away from the light. Part of her mind noticed the weeds and the damp smell of old wood, the numerous spiderwebs, and the dusty tennis ball. 2 little eyes glowed way back in the corner, and Corey kept going even though her knees hurt. The kitten suddenly appeared in front of her and crawled under Corey's shirt, trembling with fear. Her soft fur tickled Corey's stomach. She held the kitten with one hand and awkwardly crawled backwards toward her mom and cousin. Wow, was all Alexandra could say. Later, Corey's brother came home from his skateboard competition. He was proud to report that he came in 3rd place. He looked at Corey as he said, Mom, Dad, maybe someday Corey will be brave enough to learn how to skateboard. Corey said maybe and tossed him an old dusty tennis ball.